Hey, welcome back. TRB Vlogs here. Yes, the event rental business. This is the front office. I started in my garage from the from zero. The event rental business. This is the front office. By the way, only 4.5 years ago, we started in our garage. And come January 1st, if everything goes right, we are also expanding into the neighboring bay.
I actually like the dirty details on things. And I'll try to show you all the dirty details here for the rental business.
From zero. Almost from zero, because I teamed up with a guy who was just beginning. He had a few pop-up tents and he had a few tables.
So you'll come along with me for deliveries, for pickups, for problems, for improvements, for upgrades, for purchases. Maybe, who knows, one day maybe we'll be buying thousands of chairs from China.
I teamed up with him. I bought a few of those items as well. And then we just started going from there. We bought chairs. The chairs were the next thing that we bought together.
Yeah, these are used ones. We bought, the first batch we bought, I think 50. We started renting them out, used. This is one of our tables from the stack. They stack really neatly, by the way. You can stack hundreds, really. There's not 100 there, but what is that, 60 almost? But even getting that commercial space, I think that'll be super interesting to see.
The next thing that we bought together, and then from there we just accelerated and bought, a lot more items. So many of you have humble beginnings, and that really shows how a great business can grow from nothing. Now, it's only been a year, but statistically, we're already in the green when it comes to that saying, most businesses fail in the first year. So we're past that sort of threshold. And who knows what the future holds? I'm really excited. I really need a commercial space. That's the next step I want to take, and I'm gonna do it. Before I was doing that on the side. Now I'm doing that full time. But this is mostly an overview of the space. I did have most of my stuff was in the garage before. I had a couple comments saying, hey, so what's going with the business now? Well, this is what's going on. Proud to say,
we got a little bit of a commercial space. 2 sets of racking right there, racking right there. And here are my numbers. I guess the number one thing that one would notice is the seasonal flux. In the summertime, things are just booming. And in the wintertime, they're way down. So hopefully that shows you, the potential, and maybe if you're a fresh event rental business, shows you what you can achieve.
I recently upgraded to a double axle, 7x14, 6-foot high trailer.
But yes, if you are doing some sort of business where you're going to be using a trailer, I definitely recommend something with some height on the inside, because it'll just save your back.
When I first started doing deliveries not that long ago, I was literally taking chairs like this and using my bare hands to move them to the trailer, to the client. It took me 30 minutes, 45 minutes to move 300, 400 chairs from one location to the next. And so I'll show you a quick demonstration how now I move chairs. Grab your chairs. I love driving the Ford Transit high-top cargo van. This is absolutely my favorite. Okay, it's like driving the shuttlecraft. I can't even explain it. Let me just show you this beauty. And I just wanted to show you the new truck, so come take a look.
DMC.
Oh, hey! I didn't see you guys there. Welcome back to the event rental shop. If you're here, you've probably thought about getting into the rental game. I mean, there are so many things you can rent. Over here, we rent tables, tents, chairs, kind of event-related items. Some other things like signs. We have like a couple sub-companies. We rent signs, few other things, right? You're selling an item. You're kind of renting it, but imagine it as selling an item, but you get that item back. So it's kind of like selling an item, but you get it back. And so you don't keep having to make inventory like you do as a seller. So I always thought renting was a fantastic concept. And I think the hurdle I had, just giving stuff away, I had that fear. It's amazing how that fear doesn't exist anymore. It's amazing how that fear was just there at the beginning and really prevented me from starting that rental business, What we started with first, easy, are these bifold tables. These are 6-foot tables. And see up there? Those tents. Simple, get this, Walmart, although there are different cheap tents. Now we have more expensive tents behind there, our impact canopy pop-up tents. And then we have massive tents as well, 20 by 20, 20 by 40. The sky is the limit of your size of tents you desire. You can put a few together, pole tents. But we started from the beginning, from 1, 2, 3 items. Now, of course, there are thousands of items, but we started at the beginning with almost nothing. And even then, when we only had a few items, or before we went out and bought the first initial items, like this table here, we were afraid to give this $55 table away because, hey, maybe we would never see it again. There was a weird, psychological feeling about that, to just let it go. And yeah, very rarely, maybe something doesn't come back. But you'd be surprised that most of the time, it does. The worst case is it gets extra dirty, you maybe get a dent or something, maybe your customer is late. But as your business grows and you get credit cards, and as you know how to communicate and tell them and warn them and have systems in place, over time that goes down. But nonetheless, it doesn't happen that often. And of course, if you watch this channel, there are ways to mitigate all those things. But the important lesson here is, don't be afraid to take that first step to start your rental business. You're at home, maybe you have a few things in your garage. Don't be afraid to put it up on Craigslist or wherever. And it's that first step that's always the hardest. Make money renting. It's easy, you can do it.
Thanks for watching. Instead of clicking subscribe, if you've ever thought about starting an event rental business, even on the side, go and start one. Do it. You're not getting any younger. Time is just going by. The best time is now. See you guys on the other side.